Okay, in this video we're going to discuss the proper methods and technique in order to properly clear and make safe the Springfield Armory XD9 service or 4-inch barrel model. The methods and techniques we're going to use with this particular model will be exactly the same as you'd use when clearing and making safe the 5-inch tactical version or the 3-inch compact model. So to begin, we're going to grab the firearm in our shooting hand, keeping our trigger finger or index finger off of the trigger and alongside the frame. Outside of that, we're then going to depress the magazine release button to jettison, if you will, the magazine. Now remember, there's no need to pull the magazine. Once we press the button, it'll fall away on its own. There we go. We'll put that to the side. Next, we're going to rack the slide open. In order to do this, there's a few things I'd like to do. This particular model firearm has what they call a grip safety, which must be depressed before the slide can be racked rearward. I like to use this ball joint here on my index finger and press it alongside there. I get that angle then because I can then use my thumb to press upward on the slide catch lever. We're going to apply some what they call preload. In other words, we're going to press that upward before we've even had a chance to do anything, because as we pull the slide backward, you see that little notch there? That's what they call the slide catch notch. As we pull the slide rearward and we're applying upward pressure to the slide catch lever, it's going to find itself into that slide catch and then allow the slide to be locked open with little if any effort. We're now going to take our thumb and index finger and pinch the rear portion of the slide where the serrations are. We're going to use a rearward motion with our left hand and a forward motion with our right hand in order to lock the slide open. Here we go. See that? Easy as pie. Next, we're going to do a visual inspection of the chamber. We're physically going to look inside the chamber to see that there is no round. We then do a physical inspection. Taking our pinky finger, we then check the inside of the chamber to make sure there is no obstruction. If you feel something that doesn't make the chamber feel empty, you must inspect the chamber to make sure there is not a live round or any form of round in the chamber. Remove our finger. We're then going to turn the firearm back over. We're now going to bring the slide into what they call battery, or back to its what I like to call settled position. To do that, some people like to just pull down on the slide release lever and allow the slide to just slam forward. Many firearms, including this one, can probably deal with that without much problem, if any at all. I, however, like to baby my guns a little bit. So what I choose to do is when I pull the lever forward, I'm going to guide the slide back with my hand in order to pull it into battery and not just let it slam forward on its own. Here's why. When there is a round in the chamber, I'm going to put the magazine back in just to show you. Assuming there was a round in the chamber, the slide would come forward and strip a round off the top of the magazine and then put it into the chamber. When it does that and it strikes that round and pulls it forward into the chamber, it's slowing the slide down a little bit, almost acting like a buffer, so that it doesn't use all of that kinetic energy and slam forward into that battery position. If there is no round in there, that's exactly what it's doing. So I like to grab a hold of the slide, pull down on the slide release lever, and guide it into position. Now we're going to reinsert the magazine. We're going to point the firearm at about a 45-degree angle towards the ground. Again, finger on the side of the frame off the trigger. We're now going to pinch the rear portion of the slide by those same serrations, and we're going to pull back about 1 inch just to see if there is indeed anything in the chamber that the magazine might have had in it. Now that we've reinserted it, we see that there is not. We can let the slide come forward, we point at the ground, and then we squeeze off the trigger. Simple as pie, right? So we'll go through that one more time. Again, proper, clear, and safe procedures. Grab the firearm, drop the magazine. Ball joint there of your index finger against the grip safety. Preload the safety, rack the slide backward in position. Visual inspection of the chamber. Physical inspection of the chamber. We're now going to guide the slide back into battery, reinsert the magazine, point towards the ground, pinch the rear portion of the slide, pull back about 1 inch, inspect the chamber once again to confirm there is no round that was on the magazine that is now in the chamber, which there is not. Let the slide come forward, squeeze around. The firearm is now considered clear and safe. And this drill is generally done when you're done shooting and you're going to put the firearm away. That way you are ensured of having a clear and safe firearm. And there's also no reason why you shouldn't do this when you're first taking the firearm out, maybe getting ready to go to the range. You want to make sure that that firearm is clear and safe as well before you put it in its carrying case and taking it to the range. So I hope that's cleared that up. Stay tuned for more videos.